So this is basically woodworking on a metal lathe, and it works for me just fine. Hello Internet, I'm Guy. Today I'm going to explore the idea of making a tool rest for the mini metal lathe. This is the tool rest on my woodworking lathe that I use to make wooden bowls. By the way, I teach classes in wood bowl making for individuals and couples, so if you're interested I'll put a link below. These are typical examples of what I make and what I teach people how to make. But today's video is about exploring cross-pollinating woodworking tools, chisels and gouges, to shape metal on the mini lathe. So I'm talking about brass, aluminum, Delrin, not steel. But these tools, as designed, are fine for those kinds of materials. I think I've seen ClickSpring do a video where he was using a little tiny scraper to shape some brass on one of his beautiful little objects. So that's my goal here, to see if I can get there. So stick with me and let's see if we can figure this out. So I've got this chunk of 1/2-inch aluminum, and I'm just going to find the center of it so that I can drill a hole through it for the tool post bolt hole. So centering up right now and using my DRO to find the center. Then I'm going to go in with a starting drill bit here. The bolt that secures the tool post on the mini lathe is a 10mm, so I'm drilling out to 9mm first so I can ease into the 10mm hole size. So this is the 9mm hole, and here's the 10mm bit. Going in easy. Very sharp bits really cut aggressively. It's almost like you have to hold the machine back. So now on my big wide belt sander, I'm just going to clean up all the edges. Round them off a little bit, just sweeten up the thing a little bit so it's more user-friendly. So I'm just going to round these corners and tidy it up just a little bit. So here's the tool rest that I made, and this is the original bolt that secured the tool holder to the lathe. I've since replaced that with a quick change tool holder, of course, so this is a different length bolt than the one I'm using now for the quick change tool holder. Get this tightened down nice and securely, and let's fire it up. I'm going to use a skew chisel for what I would use for wood turning, for scraping a piece of wood like that and making a contour. So let's see how this plays out. Oh yeah. This is looking pretty good. It's a little nerve-wracking being that close to the jaw, so I won't work too close to the jaw in future, but as long as I'm careful. So this is basically woodworking on a metal lathe, and it works for me just fine. So I'm going to try a piece of aluminum now, or aluminium, as I used to say when I lived in England. I think I need more speed. Let's see. Yeah, I'm getting a little vibration, probably because this is not fully centered. If I were to have pre-centered this and finished it out on the lathe, I think it would work a lot better. But a skew chisel is the right chisel, I think, to use for this. The other type of gouge that one could consider using is one like this, which is a scraper, and I'd have to take a washer out possibly, but let me just try it real quick now. I'm going to just back this off a little bit, swing this around so I can get better close contact here, and this is a more aggressive cutting tool because this blade has two edges. It's a less aggressive cutting tool. This one, because it has one edge, is more aggressive on woodworking at least, and I'm a little high, I realize that, so I'm going to just try it and let's see what happens. Oh yeah. That's actually working pretty good. Look at that. That is fine. I was concerned that this particular tool might catch. It's a little above center line, so it would be optimal if it was below. And of course, this is not fully centered. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. So one more test with a piece of brass. Let's see how that fares. Oh, wow. Yes, that is great. I can take the knurling right off of that. Yeah, let's look at that close up. Clearly brass is very amenable to using a skew chisel or presumably any other scraper woodworking tool. This worked out pretty well. I'm going to be using this a lot in the future. So I hope you found my video helpful or informative. If you did, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe. I've got lots of videos coming up. See you soon.